an entrepreneur, a tech, a web fixer, like a set designer. And it's fantastic, all the new things that I know. Okay.
It's April, so that's what you're it's like going to be
End of April.
ending, right?
We're counting it down.
All right, awesome. Tell them I'm thinking.
Yes, I will. All right, on your back. We will start right there. Thank you so much, Alice. Gatekeeper. Dimitri's on the bouncer. Yeah, lock it. Sorry about that. Perfect. So starting out lying on your back, shake out your feet side to side. That's it. Move the blocks, Dee, so they don't bug you. Feet loosen, knees up and down. Wag the tail. So you're loosening the grip of your feet and your legs. We'll do some standing today. So Dimitri, be careful with the standing. You be good. Right? And then tail side to side. Good. Bring your hands down and flip-flop your hands. Back hand, palm, back, palm, back, palm, back, palm, back, palm. Are you close enough? Thank you. Awesome. And then just settle. Give it a little bit of a shimmy. Just like a little bit of a shimmy, a little bit of a shimmy, a little bit more of a shimmy, a little bit more. Nobody's smoking. Bless you, nobody knows. A little bit of a shimmy, a little bit of a shimmy. Good. Organize it. So heels under your toes. Flex your feet like you're standing. Knees point at the ceiling. Heels are hip distance. Organize your legs. You'll feel your pelvis starts to square out. Turn your palms face down into the floor. Spread your fingers evenly, beautifully. Press into the floor. So now you're organized. Chest broadens. Back of the neck is long. Navel strong. Right hand overhead. That's inhale. Back of the hand to the floor. And then exhale down. Good. Left hand overhead. And down. Good. Both overhead. And down. Good. Right. And down. Left. We're going to quicken. Little sniffs in. Overhead both. And down. Good. Right. Down. Left. Down. Both. Quicker. Go. Right. Down. Left. Down. Both. Down. Right. Down. Left. Down. Both. Smile. Right. Down. Left. Down. Both. Smile. Right. Down. Left. Down. Both. Laugh. Right, down, left, down, both. Go, in, out, in, out, in, out. You go, maybe after a while you're going to get messed up. That's awesome. Start again with the right hand. You're going. Firm your legs, firm your navel, strengthen your breath. 2 more rounds down. In, out, in, out, in, out. Last one, left one, both down, pause. Let go, let go, let go more. Go. That space of not doing is where everything happens. You are out of the way, your story, your plan, your limit. Just go and be nothing. And in the nothing, you are everything. Keep letting go. Keep getting bigger. Interlace your fingers, reach overhead. Stand in the feet. Pinkies to the floor. Little wriggle, reach. Oh. May you be free. May there be peace before you, peace behind you, peace to your left side, peace to your right side, peace above, peace below, peace within, peace to all. Hands on your shins, roll it up. So we'll start out on hands and knees. Blocks are out in front. Put a blanket under your knees to pad your knees. So lots of circles, standing, and turns today. Like you were a screw, right? And if you could just sort of screw yourself into the ground, you'd have this really great foundation. So on your hands and knees, find a circle. Your toes are tucked under, your feet are strong, you're circling through the hips. The hips will start to circle you into the ribs. The ribs will start circling your shoulders. So how do we get to that nothing place? We start breaking down what we're holding. Because what we're holding is what we think we know or what we think we need. makes tension and constraint. So just let it be a little looser, get a little messy. A little undone. Come into the base of your fingers, into the balls of your hands. So you're not in your wrists. Get really accustomed to that spot. Move from there in your feet. Good. And then pause. Put your left knee under the center and your right knee comes up, wide back. And you're making a circle with your right knee. Oh. And it can be big and slow. It can be small. You're exploring. Ha! Feel where it needs to go. And reverse your direction. And all the things that you start to unearth in the hip. Good. And put your right foot straight out beside you. And the right foot flat. So your heel's in line with your hip. Come onto your fingertips. And set your left toes tuck under. Now, fold to child. Stand in that right foot. Inhale, rise up. Rock your weight into your right outer foot. Keep that and shift your hips back. Finding your inner thigh, your inner knee, your armpits. Go one more time. That's just me pointing, Alice. Fingers to the floor. Fold. Fold. Take your time. So stand in the full right side footprint. Open the right side of your ankle. The inner thigh, the right rib. Stay, 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 stay. Good. Rising up. A block under your left hand. Your right foot outside of your right hand. And the right stays to make a circle. So the right side is making a circle. If you like, hips move a little forward and back. Usually we're circling the opposite hand. But you're going to start turning a little more with each circle. Turn your right ribs right. And explore. Where does the rest of your body need to go to let the right ribs go? Now bending your right knee, take your right hand high and revolve. Go slowly. Turn, 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 turn your palm to the front. Now use your front heel to draw your hips forward and pull your heel towards your knee. And draw your back knee towards your front heel. Revolve, 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 revolve. Turn your chin to your right shoulder and your left. Your right shoulder and your left. One more. Where can you go? All the way to the top of your head. Open it up. Good. And then hands down. Step back, down dog. And feel right hand, right hip, right heel. Good. Hands and knees. Circle. See if you can remember or feel the direction you were going. Go the opposite direction. Through the ribs and the throat and the head. Good. And just for good measure, go in the opposite for 4. 3. Good. 2. And then pause. Right knee right under you in the center, and the left knee circles. Into the chest, out to the side, into the back. And all that asks, it asks of the glutes, and it asks of the hamstring, and it asks of the left hand, left tricep, and it asks of the obliques. Reverse your direction. Bring it up, over and in. And you're using all these different combinations of accessory muscles. And then step your left foot wide, foot flat to the floor. Back toes tucked under, fingertips. And tuck your chin, folding back. So the temptation is to fall to the inner left foot. Rise up and stand on the outer left foot. Now fold back. Yep, that's it, Margie. Straight out beside you. Keep your left foot down. Inhale, rise up. Draw your heart forward, your throat forward. Lori, get your outer foot to the floor. Keep it, and then fold back, fold back, fold back. And stand. Can you stand in your left foot, right where you are? And can you allow that into the back of your body, into the length of your armpits? And as you rise up, a block under your right hand, block outside of the left foot. And the left hand makes a great back circle, hips forward and back. Yeah, that's it. Perfect, Alice. Margie, let your toes come up as you shift your weight back so that you start to rock onto the heel and then onto the ball. And now revolving, taking your ribs forward and your left ribs turn back, turn back, turn back. Ha. And left hand stays high. Turn your palm to the front. Your chin to the left shoulder. And now turn down your chin to the right shoulder. 3. Your back heel will want to fall wide. Bring it right over your toes. Hug your inner thighs. Ha. And pause. Collarbones broad, navel long. And set downward facing dog. Hands on the floor. And just notice left hand, left hip, left heel, the space you've made. Good. Left hand, left hip, left heel. And now wash your hips to the right, and then wash your hips to the left. And right and left. Keep your feet even and feel how the movement of your hips is opening the outer ribs, outer shoulder, outer hip. Drop your head again, a little more. Good. Right foot steps up, left knee comes down, hands to your shoulders, and then hands up. So 1, 2, back down, shoulders, floor. Step up. Sit your seat down, your hands wide to your shoulders, and up to your shoulders. Hold down. Left foot back, left knee down. Good. To shoulders, to up. To shoulders, to down, step back, down, down. Left foot, right knee. Shoulders, hands, shoulders, elbows wide. That's it. So you're taking your shoulders as far back, step up as they'll go, hands wide. Sit down, hands up, elbows back. Ready? Inhale up and fold. Good. Right foot, right knee, hands to shoulders. Inhale once. Hands up, inhale again. And then to exhale in dog. Pause. So right foot comes up, left knee comes down. To in to shoulders, to in and up. To out to shoulders, to out and down. Stepping the left foot up. Sit down, hands wide. And up and down. Good. And up. And fold. Left foot, left knee, to shoulders, to up, to shoulders, to down. Step up. Good. Left foot, right knee. Let it be mobile and simple, and up, and down, and fold, and step, and wide, and up, wide. Down. Right foot, right knee, to up, to down, dog. Good. Right foot, left knee, to shoulder, to sky, to shoulder, to floor, to step. Hands wide, sit down, 1 more, to shoulder, and up. And fold. Left foot steps back, left knee comes down, hands to shoulders, hands to sky, and down, and back. Left, right knee to shoulder, to sky, to reach, and down, and step it up. Hands wide, and up, and shoulder, and up. Last one, and down. Right foot, right knee, to shoulder, to hands, to down, to dog. Right foot, left knee, up, up, to down, step up, sit down, up, shoulders, palms together, bring it right down the middle, pause, and just notice that your heart is beating faster, your breath is big and smooth. Take a big reverse circle, right, and then left, and right, and then left. Keep your feet square. Start to turn your ribs, your shoulders, your chin. Go 4, turn, 3. Firm your navel, 2, good, 1. Put your hands on your hips. So same thing, but with your feet, right heel in front of you, knee up and wide, tip of the toe behind you, and wide and to the heel. So up, wide, toe, up, wide, heel. Move from the navel. Move from the navel. If you like, no hands on hips, right? Can you do it without moving the hips or the pelvis? One more, knee up, move. That's it. Draw your heel as high to your hip as you can, and bring it around. There you go. Change. Ha! Heel down. Knee up. Go wide. Go toe. And notice how you want to tip to the right to try to help it out. Keep your hips square, level, and your heel as high as it'll go. So you're really bringing your heel up, your heel around, your toes down. Good, 2 more. Getting really clear, anchored in your standing leg. Good, 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 good. 2 feet down, notice. From the hips to the heels, anchor. So weight in your left foot, right knee to your chest. Take your time. Set your gaze on one point. Put your weight in your left heel. Left thigh goes back. Keep the left hand on your shin. Take your right hand high. Right. Take your right hand back. Oh, I've got a curtain. And back. And turn. 3. Nice. 2. As you can, as you can, as you can, as you can. Hand up high, bring it back. Put it down with grace. Ha! You feel a little fire in the left leg and in your head? Like, holy, awesome. Margie's blinking big. All right. Left knee up. Okay. So start out in your heel, right? You can wobble all you want. Plug into your heel. Right side back, toes are long. Right hand, left shin. So swap it up, Alice. Other hand. Other hand. That's it. Change your hand. And then left hand high. That might be perfect. Maybe this is where you work or reach it back. Turn your navel deep and then turn your left ribs back. That's it. Turn, 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 turn. Hug your thighs. Turn. 3. Hug it. Up, up, up over the top. Bring it back. Set it down with grace. Right? Why does it do that? Take it with you. Hands up high. Both legs are clear now. Let's go. Knees are bent. Fold down. Step back. High plank. Knees down to the blanket. Put your knees together. Hug them. Put your feet together flat. Hug your heels together. Hug your hips to your heels. Come forward, a little chaturanga. Let's rinse it out. So pulling back, you're bringing your knees towards your chest. You're using your legs. And as your elbows go back, it's the tiniest little bend. So D, hug your knees together. Hug your feet together. And your legs become one leg. That's it. Awesome. Keep your belly rising into your body. Your heart moves forward, but your belly is rising up inside of you. Go one more. Get out all of that imbalance. Down dog. Walk your dog, walk your dog, walk your dog. Good. Raise your right heel high. Now, come onto your right fingertips. Ha! Right, you made some space in there. Good. If you like, stay there, or left fingertips too. Ha! Float. Float out of your armpits, drop your head, float onto your fingertips. Good. Right foot steps up, warrior two. You're going to put your block inside the front foot and set yourself up. So when we first come in, it's pretty much a mess, and that's perfect. Hands up high. Check that your foot is square. It wants to turn in. Alice. Turn your heel a little more toward the other heel. Good. Then when you bend, take your right knee right. Go two more like that. Rise up. Back heel plugs in. And bang. One more rising. From your back heel, anchor, and the right knee falls right. Good. As you reach your right hand across your belly, don't touch your thigh, left hand over. And then back to warrior two, hands wide. Left hand in front of your belly, right hand high. Reversing. Good. Inhale, opening. Exhale, reach. Good. Inhale, opening. Exhale, navel to spine. Go. Two more. So you're fortifying your legs and you're connecting your legs and your navel go back. Last time, as you bring your elbow to your thigh, stay. Right knee goes right, left heel goes down. Bring your left elbow to your left ribs, look down. Reach your left hand overhead, look up. For two, look down. Look up. One more time, look down, draw down, shoulder blade to your spine, and then look up and stay. Bend your right knee, plug your knee to the front wall. Good. Left hand down the back, right hand high. All the way up. Open, straighten your front leg. Wag your tail, come out of the hip, and right hand down to the block. So down to the block, you can stand the block on its tail. So you've got a little extra height. Stand it up, Dee. Alice, bring it closer to your foot. Yeah. All the way on its tail, Dee, and feel what happens in your right hip. There we go. Left hand up, over. Over the top, over the top. Yeah, and then back down to your left hip. Look down and lift up out of that right hip. And reach over and look up. So you got a little space. Keep moving the top hand. Keep turning your chin. Good. And then we'll pause with the left hand straight up, palm face forward. Swing your hips toward the left side of the mat. Plug into your right hand. Look down. Plug into your front big toe. Left hand down, step back. Make your way to down dog. Left hand, left hip, left heel. Right? And the breath in the room is the release through your body of what's been stored in that left side. Right? Sway your hips side to side. Sway your hips side to side. Feel the difference, left side and right side. Good. So the left foot rises, and you come onto your left fingertips. And if you only go to the left hand, try it out. Just the left fingertips, because the right side has to work. We're making asymmetry. And the right fingertips, if you dare. So you're lifting through the navel, through the navel, through the navel. Left foot steps up. Block inside your front foot. And warrior two. And notice when we start out, we're all crunched onto the front thigh and front foot. Awesome. Rise up. Come out of it. And then come down. Left knee left. Rise up. Back heel. Back heel. Back fingertips. Fall open. Take your time. Find your way in. One more. Rise up. And as you bend your left, right heel down, you're broadening across the pelvis. Now left hand across the front, right hand over the top. Inhale, warrior two, go wide. Good. Exhale, sweep in the opposite direction. And inhale, open. Two more. That's it. And open. And exhale. Excellent. So imagine you're rinsing yourself out, reaching. Again, last one. Right hand across the front, left hand overhead. And we'll return to side angle with the elbow on the thigh. Reaching over, plug into your right heel. Then right elbow, right rib, look down. Right hand overhead, look up. That's it. Take your time, follow your breath. You are broadening across the front of your pelvis, your left inner thigh, right hand reaching over, pause. Just plug into your back heel. And sweep your right hand back and down and left hand to rise, straight front leg, wag your tail, wag your shoulders, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it out. All that length. Take it forward and down onto the block. So stand your block on its end. Even if you're so beautifully capable, your hand goes to the floor, not today. Right hand up over. That's it. And then swing it down and look down. And take your time. Hand overhead looking up. So the temptation is that your hips would fall out to the left. And I want your hips to fall to the right so that they fall right under you, between your heels. Right hand high, palm facing front. Turn only your chin. And as you do, plug into the back heel, broaden the pelvis. And then pause in the posture looking up. Broaden the collarbones. Lengthen your spine. Firm your back leg. Plug into your front big toe. Yeah, nice one, nice one, nice one. And hands down, stepping back. Notice right hand, right hip, right heel. Wag your tail. Shift it out. Side to good side. Side to good side. Good. Right foot high. Right fingertips. Left fingertips. Yes, awesome. Right foot steps up. Warrior two. So make sure you have your blanket underneath you. Your arms are wide. Up 2 inches. And back in. So find your way in a little further. Just up. And just in. Wag the tail, adjust your feet so that you feel like you are Spider-Man on your mat, right? You can go anywhere. You can shift yourself around, but you're not stuck. Let it get mobile, Lori. That's it. Knee to the right, Linda. Awesome, awesome. Bring your hands to clasp. Turn your palms to face away. Swing them to the front, lift your back heel. Ha. Yes. Now bend the back knee, check your chin, round your back. Press into your palms. Press the left hip forward. Rock on the ball of your back foot a little forward, a little back. Bend your left knee more, bend your left knee more. Put your left knee on the floor, take your hands so high. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Ha. Good. Hold opposite elbows. Go a little bit back, a little shimmy. Come a little bit forward, go up, go up. It's not about forward, it's about up. Ha. Well, again, up and out, a little shimmy. Hold your elbows. Good. As you bend your knee, go right, please. Go to the right. Just a little, Margie. Go up more than over. Yes, then bend your knee. Then bend your knee. Then bend your knee. Ha. 2. You got it, you got it, you got it. Now we're going back out. So upright, hands high. Interlace your fingers. Press forward. Tuck your chin. Back toes tucked under. Lift off. That's the money right there. Heel down, warrior two. Pow, high. Lori made that. She was that noisy, not me. Hands down, down facing dog. Into the legs. Let your hips sway side to good side. But you're making this great space. And as you make space in your legs, you're making space, you're making boundaries, you're making connections, you're drawing the line. You're standing up for yourself. Left foot high. Left fingertips, right fingertips rise. Dimitri, use your fingertips. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, left foot steps up. Thank you. Warrior two. And then just settle in a little up and a little back. So your back hip tacks back. Your front knee, and you're exploring now because you know where to go. You know where you are. Making a little space. Palms together. Good. Interlace. Press away. Now pivot. Lift your back heel. Face front. Bend your front knee round, 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 round. Press. Press into your palms. Tuck your chin so your hands are the height of the crown of your head. Your knee is hovering. Hug your inner thighs. Press. Press. Press knee to the floor. Now as you come out, go up. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Awesome. Hold opposite elbows. A little forward, a little back. Up and out. So only you know where it's needed. Out of the jaw, out of the hip. As you come forward, go softly to the left. Hug your inner thighs in. Take your time. So if you get stuck, come back out a little bit and then come back in. Oh, right, but we know we're coming out the way we went in. A little more bend in the front knee, last minute, let it go, and then upright, hands up. Interlace, press. You got it. Hands forward. Ready? Push your hands forward and your knee up. Pow. Beautiful. Back heel down, warrior two. And just find it. Like, yes, that's what I meant to make. Hands down, step back. Isn't it great when the hardest part is done? Wag your tail side to side. Wag your tail side to side. Good things, good things, good things. Good. Knees down in wide child's pose on your fingertips. Wag your tail. So now rather than swaying your hips, you sway your shoulders side to side. Look forward. Look forward. Now rise halfway. Walk your fingers forward. Walk your fingers forward. Walk your fingers forward. And can you find your forearms on the floor? Fingers forward. So my knees are over. My knees are under my hips. Now look forward, chin down. If you have magic breasts that are larger than mine, which is most people here, including Dimitri, then you can put a block under your chest if you need to, but otherwise, sternum toward the floor, straighten your arms now, tiny, tiny, tiny wag of the tail. Tiny. Walk your chin 1/4 of an inch forward, shoulders down. Yeah, man, right there. The way you came in. So fingertips take you back and back and back. Good. Take your chin now round. Drop your head. Drop your head more. Tuck your chin to your chest. Try to pull your hands apart. Try to lift your navel into your body. Turn your chin from side to side. Take your left hand behind your right. Bring your left shoulder to the floor. That'll be exhale. Good. Plant your palm directly beneath your right elbow. Press straight down to reach your left hand high. That'll be inhale. Reach up and open. Out of it. And then down. Good. 2 more like that. Opening and then closing. Take your time. We'll meet with the left hand high. So pausing with the left hand high, shift your hips back, your left hand on top of your right. Fold. Yeah, man. Good. Open it out. Left hand high, hips forward, and then fold down. 2 more. Opening. Feeling the left side body become long from the hip to the shoulder to the hand. Good. And we'll meet left hand high, pausing, and wrap that left hand behind the right. Bring it all the way down to the shoulder and pause. A little forward, a little back. A little forward, a little back. And drop the left side of your head to the floor. Adjust your knees under your hips. The left palm is flat. Salah, bring it back in front of, so the wrist is in line with your nose. There you go. And your elbow is over your wrist. Perfect. Perfect, because now you can roll towards the back of your head and your chin towards your shoulder and relax your left side. If you like, right here, or walk your right hand forward so that it's reaching overhead. Now look under your armpit. Lift your right knee and put the ball of the foot to the floor and revolve. Good. Right knee to the floor. Don't miss that moment. Don't rush it. Don't go anywhere. There's a little more turn in there. Right hand down. Take your time coming out. We'll shift to child. Fingertips only. Hips to heels. Walk it back. Take your hands a big step to the right. And drop your palms, drop your head. Let your left elbow be heavy. Yeah, let your left hip be heavy. As though you could breathe into your left kidney, into the left mid-back. Drop the left side, let it become long. Let it forget its stories. So that when you return to center and you find your dog, just for a moment, plug into the base of your fingers, hug your fingers towards your palms, and shift your weight back. Take your time, be still, noticing what's changing, cleaning the creases and the lines. Left hand, left shoulder, left hip, left heel. Turn. Hands and knees. Hello, good morning. So good to see you too, right? Awesome. Wag your tail. Walk your fingers forward. Find your heart to the floor. Your chin forward, looking forward. Maybe there's a little more space. Your gaze is forward. Your drishti, your attention. Where are you holding and surviving? What if you didn't have to survive there? So much better. You hear the quiet? Walk yourself back. That quiet is quiet in the room, but it's also quiet in your body. Tuck your chin, round your back. Tuck your chin, drop your head deeply. Try to pull your hands apart, drop your head, let go. Navel into the body. Inviting a rounding. Turn of the chin. Right hand slides behind left. Find your shoulder to the floor. Left wrist is in line with your nose. The left hand is under your elbow. Find the turn. And then just press straight down into the left hand, straight up and to the right. Uncoil. Oh, that side's sticky. Right hand down. That's 3. Rise up, unfurl. Each time you're making a little territory and down. That's 2. Unfold all the space along the spine and fold it down. We'll meet with the right hand high. Up, up, up and open. Hand to hand. So hips go back, fold. Unfold. Right hand, open it, open it. Hips to heels, fold it. Again, 2 more. And down. Where can you get a little bit longer? 1 more. Right hand behind the left. Fold it down. Turn and stay. Good. So you're falling towards the back of your head. The left fingertips inch overhead. You can walk on your fingertips. And the back of your right hand is pressing to the floor, and the left fingertips up and a little to the right side mat. right? So we can hear. And when the room gets a little noisy with the breath, that's all, and you're like, oh, me too, I'm shifting that too. Lift your left knee, revolve. So this opens the twist. It gives you a little more length. And then the left knee comes down, but nothing else. Find the last little spots. Good. Left hand walks back, finding your child, hips to your heels, feet flat, open it out, lengthening through the low back, neutral, and a big step to the left. Good. So the left elbow becomes heavy. The left shoulder softens. The left hip drops. And your breath slides along the right side of the spine. Yes. To center. To dog. To notice what you've made, where you've been, what it's done. Little bend in the knees. Plug into the base of your knuckles. Now big bend in your knees. Lift your heels over the balls of your feet. Press your feet down, your hips up, and your heels back and down. A little juicy. Good, bend your knees. Draw the heels over the feet. Lift your hips up high. Palms down, heels back. One more. Good, bend your knees. Pull your heels over your toes. Press up, press down, heels back, dog. Home. Putting the house in order. Knees down. We'll turn toward the right side of the mat. You're going to put a block. One is on the left side of you, and one is under your seat. So that you can face me, or you can put a block to your side. It all works out, as long as you have a block to the left and one under your heels. One between your heels, yeah. So you can sit down comfortably. Super. And then D, if you run into the wall, just pivot towards the window. Good. Back circle with your elbow. With your elbow. Ooh. You got it together? All right. And then that's when you forget where you put it, right? Put it all together and then you set it down. Awesome. The left hand's going to circle right down to that left side block. Rise up. Put your right toes down. Put your left toes to tuck under. Set your block directly under your shoulder, your right foot flat the way we started. So the right hand comes up. Good. As you take it back, you're going to make a big circle. As your hand comes forward, counterbalance with your tail back, and then your hips come forward. And as you sweep your hand forward, your hips go back. As your hand goes back, your hips come forward. So find the full line from your heel to your hand. I think she's doing it on purpose, Dave. Good. That's it. Alice, see if you can put your right foot flat to the floor and keep it there. Now stay. Now stay. And turn your chin and turn your chest. Turn your right palm like you could rest it on the ceiling, and then find your fingertips on the ceiling. The fingertips on the ceiling. Now lengthen through the navel. Stand in your right foot. Press your left hand down. All of it. Hips forward. Right ribs brought back. All the way under the jaw. Through the navel, through the pelvis, through the eyeballs. Good. Tuck your chin. Bring it down. Right knee to the floor. Put your block to the right side. I hear you, Margie. Like, holy, man. We just opened the right side window. So elbows. Start to feel the breath coming up under the shoulder blades. Mm-hmm. Good. And then your right hand comes down to that right side block and your left foot plants. It's important that your right toes tuck under behind you. That's a kickstand. So your hips can come forward. If you need to, set your block on its edge. Not its tail, it's a little too unstable. So as your hand goes forward, your hips go back. You can bend both knees and then reaching back. Take your time. There's no hurry, there's no point, there's no finish. You're exploring through the chest, through the hip, side and the front. Good. And then keeping your left hand overhead, send your hips forward. Stand in the left heel. Turn your palm to face the ceiling. Press your right hand down and now find your fingertips. Get a little action in your fingertips. And you got your fingertips on the ceiling the way you did when you lifted your foot in your dog. And the little action of your fingertips, put a little action in your legs and open the navel, the throat, the eyes. All the way through the length of your belly and your pelvis. Tuck your chin, bring it down, hands on thighs, notice. So that was modification 1. Right? Feel the sides and how the left side meets the right side, right? Like there's a center seam. Feel how they meet and the light where they meet. The physical body is really interesting and exciting and beautiful and fleshy. But it's actually just the gateway to all the good that's inside of us. So you can repeat that with your left hand on the block and your right hand making circles, or rise up, tuck your toes, hands on hips. Hips come a little forward, which we just made, space across the pelvis. Right hand back circles. And that's it. That's it. So tuck your toes under. If you like, hug the block between your feet. Will give you some stability. Super. Right hand makes a back circle. Then the left hand is a little closer to center, right hand high. Or a left hand to left heel. Right hip opens, right hand long. If it doesn't work for you, hand to the block beside you. That's it. So Dimitri, imagine reaching your hands apart, right knee down. And then right hand to hip, left hand circles. Or put your block on the right side and with a foot to the floor, open there. So adding this, coming closer to camel is a big step. Listen to your low back. You can keep your left hand high, right hand stays here, right hand to the right heel. And now invite access through the left hip, left shoulder. Find your fingertips on the ceiling. Where does it need to go? One more. Good. Hand to hip, hand down, sit down, hands on thighs. Notice how the left side meets the right side. Feel your whole body come back together, making neutral. That there's literally a seam of light. But the left side has a function in our lives, listening and intuiting. And the right side has a function in our lives, speaking, ordering. And they meet. And where they meet, we are more. We need all of ourselves, all of each other. This is about inclusion, stitching back together. Good. Set the block aside, and you're going to fold your blanket front to back and just face me again. So the counter pose to such a big back bend is just to fold. And by folding, we're going to sit the hips down. Yeah. You can go either way, as long as you've got a fold to stand on, right? Widen your feet a little bit more so that you can get your upper arms inside. Super cool. And then take all the, like, oh God, what's going to happen next? And just like let that pass. Yeah, awesome. And just wag your tail and sit down a little bit more. Yeah. Like we could just, hang out, cook, eat, fold origami. Right hand wide. Can you turn your inside? Gotta stay inside. So my arm, yes, that's it. The one that causes frowning. That's where we're going. Left hand, you can start on your thigh. And then up. Down into that right heel, down into the right hip. Can you find your right fingertips? Good. Now open and close your left hand, a fist and open. And that simple movement, that fist, when you open your hand, open the whole left side. And then make a fist, shake it out, and then open it out. And you can hear the breath in the room is sticky. Awesome. Left hand comes forward now. Good. Inside the knee, wide. Right hand, high. Drop in there as you can, fingertips. And fingertips put you back in your left heel, back in your left hip, right hand fist and open. Turn your chin, loosen your jaw. Where do you need to go? Fist and open, like you would just get all the tension out of your right forearm, right hand, out of your jaw. Good. Right fingertips forward. Left fingertips forward on the floor. Okay, looking at your heels. You're going to heel toe your feet closer. Yeah. Now, knees are still wide. Get in there. No, heel toe. Can you get your feet closer? Yeah, as you can. Ready? Right hand. A little wide. Thumb down. Take the back of your hand. Bring it around so you can hold the back of your heel. Now fit inside, left hand, tuck your chin. Hug your upper arm against your shin. Yeah, bring your heart through. If you want to stay the whole malasana, stay, but hug your knees towards each other. D, eventually your forehead's on the floor. That's what you're headed for. Yeah, unbelievable. I don't know how you get out. Okay, D, we'll see you next Saturday. Left hand, thumb down, take it back, hand to your heel, hug it in, tuck your chin, press into the arms, tuck your chin. Go. You're lengthening the backs of your hips, the spine, the back of your neck. Good, my loves, good. To come out, hands wide, fingertips to the floor. Fingertips, lift your hips. Oh, blessed thing. Woo! Like that was the best part of class right there. Widen your feet so they're hip distance. 2 fists would fit between them. Good. Soften your knees so you're buoyant so you could bounce and swing your tail side to side. Bigger bend in your knees. Good. Hold opposite elbows. So your elbows lift and your seat drops. Elbows, seat drop. Sit down. Elbows up. Lead with your heart, lead with your elbows. Sit down. Elbows. Stand it up tall, stay. It's going to be a big rush. You were bound and now you are not. Let it move through. All the things you said last week you didn't mean to, let them move through. Go. Let your toes be long, let your heels be heavy. Stand. Good. Interlace your fingers, press up tall. Stand. Wag your tail, open it up. We go back the way we came. Hold your elbows. Elbows stay high, tail goes back. Heart comes forward. Elbows up, tail goes back. Elbows up, tail goes back. Bend it in. Drop it down. Drop your fingers, lift your hips, wag your tail. Good things. If your block is nearby, you're going to set it on the blanket right between your heels, right behind your heels. Good. No drama. Right palm under your right shoulder, left palm under your left shoulder. Bend your elbows wide like a bird, right? Like you could flap them. Bring them in towards you, press down. right? It wraps your elbows in. Elbows wide, loosen it out. Elbows in, press down. Balls of the fingers. So base of the knuckles, lift your heels. Good. Elbows in, press. Weight on your hands. Put one foot on the block. Put another foot on the block. Elbows in, maybe a little crow, little bend. Pull with your fingertips, lift with your feet. Go 3. Press straight down. Go 2. Yes. Toes to the blocks. Set it down. Heels down. Hold opposite elbow. Ready? Sit down. Elbows up. Sit down. Elbows up. Sit down. Elbows up. Stand up tall. Come up. Interlace your fingers. Press out. Go there. Just keep going. Until it gets quiet. Until it gets quiet. Until it gets quiet. You want another crow? So elbows, tail, lead with your tail. Take your time. Let your heart come through. Yeah. Sit it down. Fingertips to the floor. Elbows in. Palms flat, please. Elbows in. Rock forward. Foot on the block. Another foot on the block or right up. Crow. Just bring it in. 3. Hug everything into the middle. 2. Hug your left side. Hug your right side. Find the seam. Yeah. You want more? Stay. You're done with it. Put your feet down. Sit yourself down. Fall yourself down. Sit down, feet out, pause, tall. So rather than falling apart, I want you to fall together. You're just falling into order. Your heart is high and coming through. Your legs are strong, your toes are up, your knees are up, your fingers are down. You're falling together. Your pieces are falling together. You're not falling apart. You're rested. Your left is resting against your right. Your right is resting against your left. We're organized. There is order within us. And when we rest, we fall into it. Good. Bend your right knee. Left hand will come outside. Before we go, put your left heel in line with your left knee. So there's some space in that. Yep. And then you're coming outside. Lean over so your hands find the floor. So you're coming towards me. Yep. Bend your elbows so that you fall all the way in. Yep. And just keep falling. Wrap your elbows in like crow and keep falling. Ha. And feel a deep, deep, low twist through the back. Trying to put your heart on the floor. It won't get there between your hands. Elbows wrap in. Get long. And allow your left ribs to come forward and your right ribs to turn back. Deep, deep twist down into the low back, low body. Just fall over. And coming upright, you'll take your right heel across and then your right heel back towards your left heel. So you stack knee over knee. Perfect. Toes up, fingers wide. And now fold. All to counterbalance. Walk your fingers forward. Walk your fingers forward. So one option, interlace your fingers underneath the knee. Yep. Draw yourself back. Or make a little basket for your foot and draw yourself back. Elbows widen. Yeah. So whatever you've got hold of, widen your elbows, soften your inner thighs. That's it, Linda. That's it. Can you interlace your fingers instead of holding? That's it. Stand in your hands. That's it. Nice, Laura. Drop your head. And come upright. Right leg out. Left knee bends so that your left heel and your right knee are in one line. So there's some space. Yeah. So you can bring yourself outside and fall. So you're rocking onto your left outer hip. You're anchoring the back of your right arm to your knee. And then all it is gravity. Yeah. Less trying. So draw your right toes back. Mm-hmm. Until it slows down, and in its slowing down, it gets quiet. In the quiet, it opens. Right side, low back, right to the sacrum, right along the right side of the spine. As you come upright, bring yourself to center. There's going to be an upward action. We're clearing the spine, going up and out. So crossing your left heel over, and then your left heel goes back towards your right hip as you can. Knee over knee. Interlace under the knee to fold. Go long, 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 long. If you have the space, put your hands down. Interlace your fingers, making a basket, elbows wide, hooking the knee under the chin. With each exhale, we melt a little bit. Let your legs be heavy. Let your body be heavy on your legs. In the heaviness, find your exhalation. And in the exhalation, find an opening, a quieting. Unfold, sitting tall. Legs unfold. Notice left side, right side. And there's an action up the spine. That seam, that light, as we come together, as we stop excluding one side, as we stop using one because it's more familiar than the other, as we equalize all aspects of ourselves, we grow brighter, more whole. In that wholeness, we can have insight, or we can break through to a solution that we've been looking for. We can remember something we were seeking. Reconnect. Put the soles of your feet together, quite far from you, so you're not bringing it all the way in, even if you can. So my heels are ahead of my knees. My fingertips either to the side or in front. Make a little circle. It's hard to get in there. Oh yeah, yes. So from the seat through the heart. But what you're doing is simply allowing yourself, just like the circles we made with our hips when we started. We're just creating a little opening. Where is it? Find it in the shoulders, in the throat, in the knees, in the root of your tongue. Reverse it. All the strange places that we can get caught. Peggy, walk your hands forward up here. Yeah. Good, 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 good. Find the center and inch your fingers forward and fold it. If you got the space, palms on the floor. Double prayer, so palms together, soles of the feet together. If you're there, walk your seat back a step, and eventually your forehead fits in the little cup of the arch of your feet. Lori, try putting a block on your feet and rest your head on the block. Can you reach it? Where's your block? Turn it. Yeah. So when you have a little something to rest on. And tiny side to side. Yeah. Last little sticky spots along the low back. Last little sticky spots. You walk yourself up. Find neutral. Find neutral, find neutral. Fall a little tiny bit back, hands on shins. That little tiny bit back. Find the central seam, find the crown of your head. How we've moved up and up and up through the body. And we'll rest with the whole front body slightly elevated. So that you'll have one block is going under the chest and one block under the hips and your blanket under your head. So set it up first with the blanket. That goes where my head will go. The order of operations is important. So first is the block under the shoulders, otherwise it's a circus. So the block under the shoulders, the second block is in my hand. Under my shoulders means that if I put my hand on the center of my chest, it's right over the block. And the block feels supportive and feet flat. The back of my head, if you need to, double your blanket over if it's too much of a drop for your low back, your neck. Now standing in your feet, lift your hips, put your block under your tailbone, right under the sort of the tail end of your sacrum. So the blocks are lifting you up, blankets holding the back of your head, arms wide, palms open. As your body appreciates, walk your legs out. And then widen and elevate your hands a little higher than your head or overhead or holding opposite elbow. But you are completely supported. Your knees face the ceiling, your toes face the ceiling. Oh, and you're looking to feel length all through the front surface of your body. Can they rest on the floor? Yeah, so find the... Now hold on, okay. There you go, and rest them. Beauty. Yeah.
As you breathe in, pull your ribs away from your hips. Lift this. Yeah, and then let it go. Yeah. So use your breath to find your way to make a little length.
So the next step is to walk your feet in. Press your feet straight down. Lift your hips. Take that block from beneath you. Reach overhead. Slide the blanket away and instead put the block on its edge or on its belly. Yogi's choice. And then the legs out. So that you're in a supported fish. Arms are wide. And you're smoothing and slowing and deepening your inhalation. The chest is lifting. Setting yourself up by gently walking your feet in, rolling to one side to remove the blocks. And one option at this point is to put the blocks at the far end. And if you have your blanket, you can set up with the little envelope that holds your head, or just take this and put it at an angle so that the point towards you, so that my blanket's at an angle. And especially if you're home and you have kind of a flat couched cushion, go for a diagonal. And this way, when I lie back, the point of that blanket is under the center of my chest. My legs are supported, the meat of my calves are on blocks. And what this is doing is creating a real neutral posture for my low back, for my abdomen, so that there's no space that's shorter or longer. And then arms wide as you like, hands overhead as you like. And then after about 4 minutes, I'll have you remove the blocks from your legs and come all the way flat to your Shavasana. So any adjustment you need, any layer you require, If your mind is busy or it's hard to find quiet, find 4 counts inhale, 4 counts exhale, and then just natural breath for 3 rounds. And repeat that. 4 in, 4 out, and let go. If you've chosen the breath pattern, just let it go. Letting all the outside sounds just move over you like great waves as you settle deeper, less disturbed by the waves. They can come and go. They are welcome. They do not disturb us. organize your Shavasana just a little bit, bringing your hands down if they're overhead. If you like, bringing your legs off the blocks if you choose. Feel how bringing your body closer together is an ordering. So that with each exhalation you can fall into order, knowing that each exhalation will hold you. The effortlessness is what makes your order possible. Not what you think is orderly, but the willingness to be reordered. If you can stay longer, stay. Keep receiving the benefits. Shavasana is the place where we are put together so wisely. As you're ready, roll your ankles, deepen your breathing. Reach into your hands, a little bit of a lengthening, and then palms together. And walk one foot in, walk the other. Rub the soles of your feet. Hands to shins and take it side to side. As you return, legs crossed, sweep wide, hands high, take your time. As though waking, and the palms together, falling into assembly. We'll go 3 Oms, A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. They're all equal. Inhale up. Again. Thumbs to the forehead center. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, perfect peace. May it be so. Namaste. Take your time, drink lots, shift around. If you're sticky tomorrow morning, we did a lot through the spine, especially the low spine. So a cross-legged seat and just kind of reaching yourself across. If you get sticky or stuck, that'll help a lot. Tomorrow morning, I will be back for our next sequence. Sobhag Kriya is the Kriya for prosperity. And prosperity is simply the having enough and generating more. In my mind, it's having enough to be generous. And you can have prosperity of health. You can have prosperity of creativity. You can have prosperity of pets. I have so many goldfish, I can give some away. This is prosperity. And so it's a very simple, fairly quick Kriya with a meditation at the end. So building up to it will make a really great foundation. If you only have 30 minutes, build the foundation and then make whatever you want out of it, or stay and it'll be 3 minutes of 5 different things, all in the arms, the chest, and the field around you. It's just such a phenomenal step forward as we go into spring. It's us becoming, you know, those little buds and all the blossoms and all the azaleas and all the things that are showing up. We are a part of that, and so we participate in this way. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m., otherwise Saturday morning, more vinyasa. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.